Matt Backson has worked the last 2.5 years on The Last Dance and calls it his dream project. For those of us who have been watching, it's lived up to the hype.
Clyde The Glide says we're the two best in the game, but I'm not getting into a war of words with Mike.
Clyde was a threat. I'm not saying he wasn't a threat, but me being compared to him, I took offense to that.
Michael Jordan always looked for something to give him an added spark. In The Last Dance, fans got an inside look at just how competitive he was.
I think he'll be remembered as the most competitive player in the NBA, that he couldn't ever turn that off.
Matt Backson is a producer on The Last Dance. The Coronado High School and UNLV grad says that getting all the main people to sit down and tell everything matter-of-factly was the key to making the documentary work.
I think that's what The Last Dance really is. It's an amazing story with amazing storytellers and people who are giving you that firsthand account. 20 years later, where I feel like they just don't need to be reserved anymore, that there's no fear of retribution or anything like that, that they're being candid from Michael on down.
Backson said the people behind the project, like director Jason Hare, knew they would appeal to a certain demographic, the sports fan who watched this story as it happened, but they wanted to reach everyone else that wasn't alive or wasn't tuned in as much at the time.
We wanted to make sure that everybody else was along for the ride. And I think Jason did an amazing job of telling a story that was sports-centric, and you got to have your dessert with the amazing montages cut to fun 90s music, but also that you walked away being like, hey, I saw an amazing story.
Just this last Sunday, episodes 5 and 6 aired, and Backson said those were the critical episodes of the docuseries, and once they saw them, they knew they had something that was beyond special.